Daxton call this one?
Lava balls.
Lava balls? What?
Yes, lava balls.
I don't see any balls. Tables all over. Oh my goodness.
Gonna have to edit.
Okay, so this is episode number
2 of the Crafty Trolls.
And how did we get our name? Because we didn't have this
You can go
at the
first.
beginning of the last podcast, right?
No.
So Dad calls me a troll when I come down and I do my crafting in the basement. So now there's an extra one of us, or me, you.
And also, how we got our name is Dad, whenever I ask Dad where are some supplies and stuff, he calls me Crafty Jalen. So we decided to make our names the Crafty Trolls.
Yep, inspired by Dad. Your dad.
My
My husband, Brandon.
Yeah.
And these are finished objects that I had last time, but I couldn't show because...
We wanted to save them for Easter.
Yes, and you didn't even realize that I had knitted yours in front of you a couple of times.
You did?
Yeah.
This is my bubble gum. She's very nice.
This pattern is Susan B. Anderson, and it's called BonBon.
My nickname is called Bubble Pop.
Yeah, Daxton already pulled the tail a little bit out.
Yeah, he was holding by the tail and swinging it around.
Yeah, so I told him if I could borrow it for now so that it didn't look, too loved before the podcast. Which, he can love on it all he wants after this.
Mm-hmm.
And this is This Craft or That yarn in the worsted weight.
Isn't this the one that you said you're going to be talking about a lot?
This Craft or That, yeah. Yours is actually, I'll have to put it in the show notes because it's not This Craft or That. It's a different yarn.
Oh. Nice
All
to
right.
know.
Yeah, that's it. All right. I am Laura. If you are just tuning in for the first time, and this is my daughter,
Jalen. And you can also, my nickname is JJ. My initials are JJB, and a lot of people call me like that.
Use them over there. Daxton likes to call you Sissy.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, so that was one finished object. What
Of
do
hers.
you have? Yes, that was one of mine. What do you have?
What would this one be for?
Just because. That'll be at the end.
Oh, okay. So that'd be one of my Party in My mailboxes.
Sure.
Okay.
You want to do your hat first?
Sure. On the previous episode, I showed how I was working on my hat. And then after a couple of days, I finished that hat. If you were on Zoom calls on Friday, you might have already seen this. This is the top, and this is what it looks on me. I like to do this a lot after I put it on. So after I'll put it on, I'll do this. And then I'll roll it back up. So that's my hat.
Can you get a little closer?
That's my hat.
Love it. You want to show the yarn? This was an old stash from, I think, Hobby Lobby, Michael's.
If you weren't on the first
Joann's.
episode, this yarn is called Bubble Gum.
And it is loops and threads. Bulky.
My mom has a very similar color to this, but it doesn't have any purple or orange. It's just pinks.
Pinks and white.
Yeah, pinks and white.
I wanted to show off a headband.
I've been used as a head model for that.
Yeah, I'm going to use you again. So this is out of Cascade Katana yarn. Hopefully we'll be getting some in shop. I used an L look, and this is actually crocheted.
Buy this one?
Yeah, that's the hook.
Buy this.
8mm.
8 millimeters if you want to be exact.
Can I put it on you?
Yes. So I'd stand in front of the door and I'd turn from side to side. She takes 2 photos of the face because she loves my face so much.
So we need to talk about the elephant in the room. Talk about your tattoo. Oh.
You might have noticed that I have a tattoo on my forehead and my arms because for Easter, I got a Easter tattoos 25 pack, and we got all of them except for 3 on. And my brother got a snail on his forehead, Daxton. He's 3. And then Daxton said, "Come on, Sissy, put one on your forehead." So I decided to put an egg with flowers on my forehead.
It stayed on pretty well.
Yeah. I've also got a little bunny drawing, some pencils, Happy Easter logo, a froggy, a bunny with a carrot balloon, a bunny with a some chocolates, and a cute bumblebee with a flower.
It's adorable. You're all
Tattooed
up. This pattern, I wanted to say, was from a Crafty Concept, and the pattern itself is called Crafty Twist Headband. Goodness. All right. Another finished object.
Okay. On the last video, I also, for diamond art, I was working on a cat bracelet for my grandma when this was all over to show her that I still love and care about her. And
Show it.
I finished it. I kept hearing Dad through the vent.
Oh, yeah. That's all right. It's adorable.
This is some shine. Ooh, it's missing one.
That's okay. We'll fix it later.
As you can tell, it is missing one. I have no clue where it went.
We'll add a new one on there.
So, Mom, I will hold these up while you explain.
Oh, you want me to do those now?
Sure.
Okay.
I'll hold them up while you explain.
Okay. So
These are some beaded objects.
yes, these are using size 11 seed beads. And this is a cute little alpaca that I started, and then my mom helped me finish because I was getting frustrated with the ears. So I use it. You can use it as a zipper pull on one of your bags.
Be very gentle.
Yeah, you'd have to be pretty gentle with it. But that's, yes, and its cute little teeth are actually
Popping out
because alpacas are cute like that.
My turn again. So a lot of people requested how to do perler beads.
Mm-hmm.
There's actually 2 versions of perler beads. So this is about the normal size. This would be about the normal size of a perler bead. These are the jumbo perler beads.
Biggie
perler beads.
Yeah.
Oh, I forgot to grab the little tray.
You can go grab it.
I'll be right back. So what you do is you'd buy this little tray for the perler beads to go on. You'd buy a big bucket of jumbo perler beads, and you'd place them on here.
You can choose your own pattern, or sometimes they have patterns.
Sometimes they will have patterns.
It.
This is not a pattern. We just decided to do a pumpkin.
Yep. And so once you get them on here, what do you do?
So once you're done, you be careful getting a dull when working with hot objects. You don't want to accidentally burn yourself. But you get like this paper.
Oh, yes, there's
like clear paper. I'm not sure what it's called. You get your iron and you'd iron it until the beads look completely melted together. Then
top of the beads melt together.
Top of the bead. And then you'd flip it over, take this off, get another one of those paper clear things, put it on that one, and then you'd iron it again, almost as much as the top one, but not as much. You don't need to do it as much. just a little bit less.
And then you let it cool.
And then you just let it cool. But you would have to put something that's big and flat on top of it, because when it cools, you don't want it to bend.
Yeah, that one's a little bit, but...
Yeah, so you have to put something hard and flat on top of it for it to cool, for it to harden flat.
And this one, we've kept two of the beads out so that we can put a little chain through it and actually make it a keychain.
It is glow in the dark.
And that one's glow in the dark, yeah.
This one's not. And unfortunately, I don't think they make glow in the dark jumbo beads.
I haven't seen it. We did order some more, so we'll be able to show the bucket hopefully next podcast. Well, it just depends on how long it takes to get to us. Things are kind of slow at the moment, huh? Yeah. Show your other perler beads.
Oh. Mm-hmm.
Show our matching cups.
We have matching cups. My dad got it for us.
Christmas.
For Christmas.
Cheers.
Oh.
Oh.
I have a lot more of these that are going to be shown on other podcasts. This is a submarine. There is a pattern for the submarine.
Oh, there is. Okay.
Yes, there's a pattern for this one. There's the blue frame, a purple frame,
with the blue windows.
And the blue windows. The little where you pull down something and you look through and it comes out that way. The propeller, telescope.
Yeah.
Propeller. This is the propeller, and that's just I think lights.
Could be.
Not my last fit
for today. Of the pearl beads today.
For now. I have a dolphin. This also comes in a pattern. There is another one that I didn't have all the ones to, so it's a little improvised with the colors. But that's going to be shown on a different podcast.
So the next finished object for me is some more of the seed beads. And there's you're going to show them. These are all by the same maker. It's called Bead Crumbs. She is in Hawaii. Aren't they so cute?
They're cuter ones, trust me.
All right. So those are the bunnies. You want to do the other bunnies?
There's 3 other bunnies. I'll show them one by one. This is another bunny. This is a very cute bunny.
So some of these were done last podcast also, but they were a surprise for your Easter basket too.
There are some very, very cute chicks. I'm going to tell you that.
Was this your favorite?
Yeah, these are my favorite.
Okay, cool.
They're so cute. Just look how cute. Just look at that little face. Wait, let's get it.
Oh, there you go.
I can't get it.
It's hard to show. There you go. Aww. That's my favorite, I think. Oh. So again, these are all Bead Crumb patterns. She is on Etsy, and she does have her own little Facebook page.
These are some ugly chicks.
I thought they were cute.
I don't like these ones.
Well, I'll keep them and make them little progress keepers then for my knitting.
These are baby chicks.
Teeny tiny one.
Tiny.
Oh my goodness.
Get my face out of there.
Cute.
There is another one. Get your face out of there, Mom.
Cute.
So tiny. There's some little chickens.
Ducks.
Dope.
Here, I'll show 2. I can pick up 2. While you pick up 2. Those are little.
Down. This one, the one that my mom's gonna show up, looks kind of like a flamingo.
Oh, you think so?
Yeah.
Those are ducks, but they're just standing up and walking. Little waddlers.
These are some carrots. She had to make some bunnies to go with the carrots.
Mm-hmm.
Can't even see the other one.
No. There you go. Cute. And then these are itty bitty.
This is a koi fish. Get your face out.
totally upside down.
It is?
Yeah, the color goes on top.
Oh. I thought it had a color belly.
No.
There you go.
Adorable. And then
Butterfly.
cute little
Butterfly. Okay, so this is a pin.
This is Grocery Girls pin. So this is one of the first podcasts I ever watched. So this is their Grocery Girls pin. And so my mama designed a beaded pin or beaded progress keepers. And so I'm planning on making a bunch of these and sending them to them. And they can send them out as prizes.
Okay, so it's my turn finally.
Sure.
This is another diamond arch.
Oh, show the box.
Okay. So it's supposed to look like this when you are finished. A heart with red, orange, blue, some like white glittery, and purple. And trust me, I do not have a lot of this done. I only have this much done.
But you learned that in order to keep it sticky, that you just pull off part of it and stick it up
when
there.
I am done for the night, I'd close it up, put this like this, and onto the other side. So even if it falls on the floor, it would stay connected.
Oh, stay closed.
Stay closed.
Very nice.
Take the box back. Give me my box.
You have more. Do you have any? You have more finished objects, right? Your draw or your stuff that you colored for Easter.
Do you have anything else?
I think that's it for me.
Oh, okay. Well, I'll keep going. So, for Easter, I got some little coloring papers, or like it's like velvet, and there's certain parts that you color that's not velvet, and it comes with certain colors. This one came with orange, green, and purple. And it says Happy Easter. I colored it all by myself. Aren't you proud? I have another one as well. It has same colors, a flower. It has two flowers, a slug or snail, and a caterpillar, and it says Spring has sprung.
Gosh, I hope so.
It has.
I know, but it needs to get warmer out.
I know it's freezing. If it's cold out, tell your kids no, they can't go outside.
All right, I think that's it, right? For finished objects?
Yep, that's all for me.
A-cha-ching.
A-cha-ching.
All right, looking at my show notes. Works in progress.
Would you like to go
Oh,
first?
that was a work in progress. That wasn't a finished one.
What?
Your diamond art. But that's okay.
Oh.
That's all right. All right, so I am going to show my keeler top.
Keeler.
And my bag. So this is a little bit bigger than what it was supposed to be. So I am in the process of designing a video on how to make a bag, and it goes on the length of your zipper. I had a 24-inch zipper, so this is the reason why this bag was so big. But it's got my top in it. I have the back panel done. You're such a goofball. Ooh, sorry about the noise. And then one panel is in the process. Jalen. And I just finished the pocket.
No, the search marker.
Oh, I can do that. That's okay. This is a Sucre miniature. I know, we have two other ones to show though.
I want to.
So that is a bunny butt.
Funny, but on a cookie to the exact.
Yes. So I have to work for 22.5 inches, and then I just have to do a couple, I think decreases for the top, or short rows.
Decreases.
And then that one will be bound off, and then I have to go and do the other side.
So I accidentally showed one of my works in progress on finished objects. So this was one of the works in progress, not a finished object.
That's all right.
What's that?
Drop my bag. So it was out of the way.
I have a work in progress. This is my mom's bag. She let me borrow it. What a nice mother. It has the positive notice on the inside. And inside...
Positive sayings.
Positive sayings or positive notice. And inside I have some work. So this is the color of my yarn. It has some blue, some yellow, and some purple. Some light purple and dark purple.
I love this yarn from Hobby Lobby.
And I am making a scarf.
So your hat, you worked in the round, which was really easy. You just kind of kept going and kept going. With this one, you have to, you know, knit across, stop, turn.
Yep.
And so you're finding that
a little difficult. I have never done it before. So I had to go slow and go like this, go like that. But don't pull as much as I did with my hat. Until all of that off, and then I turn around, do that, turn around, boom.
Keep going
boom,
back and forth.
Keep going back and forth.
You want to show your stitch?
This is my stitch marker. It is a lollipop.
Heart. It's
Heart.
a Sweet Cherry 17.
Sweet Cherry 17. They have like the cutest little stitch markers. Go and check them out.
You're so cute.
Can I say what the middle medium is?
Oh, yes. Good.
What's the needle?
Chow goo.
A lot of people like to know this, but this is a Chow Goo needle. This is just the packaging. This is a Chow Goo needle.
It is a size US 7.
US 7.
And it's a 9-inch needle.
I should have had the 8s, but we went down a size because my hands are tiny.
All right.
It's just the way of life.
That
I think that's actually all my works in progress.
All right.
Pretty much, yeah.
So, do you want to show off these blocks
Sure.
while I talk about it? This is the Winter Waves pattern. I talked about it on a previous little snippet that I did. And these are 45 through 50 blocks. I'm getting 100 done to make the whole blanket. So those are the ones
You never told me that.
Yeah, I know. And then, so those are the ones that are just blocked. And then these are, let me show these ones. These are
Not blocked.
Not blocked, but done. I weave in the ends after I block them so that they don't get pulled out when they get blocked, because you do stretch them a little bit. Love it.
So that basically how she do it is she just connect color to color.
Yep.
You can't have gray to color.
You can do whatever you want.
Against the law, people.
Oh, and I have that in my cute little basket.
She did not make this.
I did not, no.
You can actually buy this.
That is one that I bought from Sandra C. Designs. It is a fair trade and homemade in Ghana.
Can I say something?
Sure.
The name of the yarn is going to be hard to find because this is very big.
It's the This Craft or That.
Of course, This Craft or That. Comfy worsters. This name is kind of sad. It is called Gray Day.
Kind of like today was.
Yeah.
This is something that I'm keeping my little tags in the ends of the yarn. And this is also an Etsy shop called Magpie Sewing Studio. She is just amazing to order from. I'll be showing you a couple more of her bags. I got this one as a Christmas present from your dad.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
He's so nice.
He is. All of these little granny squares are on my tulip eye hook. Fabulous.
So they're crocheted.
These are crocheted. Yep.
That was all for me.
That's all for you?
Mm-hmm.
I think that's all for me for works in progress.
Now,
Oh, I lied.
Oh, you lied?
I did.
I thought kids lie. Not.
So this
Bonus.
is my Finch bucket that I made maybe a year or so ago. Oh wait, this isn't the right one. It's in this one. Too many bags.
Mom has way too many bags.
This is also a Magpie Studio bag that I just received.
There is a zipper.
There is a zipper, yes. A couple pockets. You want to lean it forward?
Nope. The pattern is right here.
Yes, this is for Granny pattern. You can show that off if you want.
My mom said that this was getting bigger slowly but surely.
Yeah.
It got this big like over 2 weeks.
No, a week.
A week?
Because I started last podcast.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It is definitely growing. I don't know what she's talking about, but
Oh, you're sweet. So.
she's gonna get a ton. She's gonna
And
get
that
a ton
again
of
is
it
with all the Leading Men fiber arch yarn
from
Lake Erie Mercantile.
wait, what was it called? Imperial was the darkest color.
Oh yeah, those are the mini skein set.
Yeah.
All right.
And Welcome to the Jungle.
Yes. All right. That was the last work in progress. I promise.
Okay. Showed the wrong bag.
I know.
What's next?
Party in our mailbox.
Party in a mailbox. So this is a little container. It says Happy Mail. As I'm falling off my chair.
Sucre miniatures. I've been eyeballing their stuff for a couple years. She
can do
typically
that.
sells out of stuff. So, well, you can hold them both up. Turn it and hold them both up.
So this is like a cupcake of a sheep with some sprinkles and a
Why don't you hold it and then talk about it so that people can see it? There you go.
shamrock. And this is a cute, delicious, definitely can't eat but want to, peach.
Candy. Yes. So this was for St. Patrick's Day and obviously Easter.
Easter.
Super, super cute.
And was that. They come in a very cool container. There was one more that my mother showed on her thing.
On my knitting, yep. And then this is the other cute little bag that I got in the mail.
That for your party in the box?
This was my party in the mailbox. Magpie Sewing Studio. Love it. And this has that little metal frame in there so it opens up nice and wide. And it's got some pockets on the inside. I think I'm going to actually change my little crocheted squares into here because sometimes when I pull this, it gets caught on the outside, on the inside of it. So I might put that in there. I think they're about the same size.
Okay.
So cute.
So this isn't really crafty, but I really want to show this.
Oh wait.
What?
Oh, while you're talking about that, I'll go grab the games. That's party in my box too. I'll be back.
While I'm talking about this, this is not really crafty, but my mom found is it pine trees? I think it's called it's a mini pine tree, I think. And they started out just like this and the stem. My mom got it out with the roots. And they've started growing. This one right here is just starting to bud it open. This one has already budded open. See, there's the two leaves. This one has come out.
It's
My mom
snowing.
is back. It is snowing?
Yes, it's snowing.
It's snowing here in Michigan, Washington. So this is 2 games. This game is called 5 Second Rule Junior. It is very fun. It is a very small set. This is the game board. You start at the back of the 5 all the way up to the top of the 5. And these 5 plus 5 is called the rainbow spot. And you get 10 seconds to answer. Would you like to add anything else onto that?
Well, what's some of the questions that we had? Name 3 princesses in 5 seconds?
You'd have to name 3 princesses in 5 seconds. And also, this is the timer. it's 5 seconds. Wait, it should make it
So you have to
sound.
think on your toes.
And what you have to do is you pick a character or color. And so like young players would only have to say one thing. Like older players like me, like 7 to 8-year-olds, have to answer 2. Adults have to answer 3. And you cannot,
in the 5 seconds.
in the 5 seconds, you cannot say the same things that the other person said.
Right.
And the left person next to you draws the card for you.
Yep.
This is a very fun game called Quacks of Quedlinburg. It is a easier version of Cat and
I have no idea what you're trying to say.
the game in the back room.
Oh, we haven't even looked at that, so I don't know.
My dad said this was an easier place. So you'd each pick one of them. You get 1 ruby and put it in
So
your
these are they call
ruby bag.
pots, right?
Pots.
So it's a
Your-
magical game.
And you'd get a flask, which is a potion that you put right here on your plate.
Okay,
and
you don't have to explain the whole thing, JJ, because it's just a really fun game.
That's all I'm going to explain.
We'll be here forever if you explain the whole thing, right? But we actually got your dad to play, which is pretty exciting,
And
right?
he really likes it.
Yeah.
I convinced him to play twice.
Yes, you did.
Don't make your pot explode.
Yeah.
Object of the game. Don't let the pot explode.
Well, and you want to get the most points, right? At the end.
Yep.
So my Finch bucket that I brought in earlier, is that beautiful?
It's like a peachy pink.
It is beautiful.
Can I say the
So
name?
this is Dream Knitting.
By
The Nadia Shawl is what I want to make with it.
it
and
is very big.
Yes, it is. It's like a blanket.
About that.
Yarn? Go for it.
This is by Leading Men Fiber Arts. Okay.
It's their worsted base.
And the color is just peachy.
Yeah,
Just peachy. It's soft.
it is super soft.
She has like millions of these,
There's 5 in there.
which I call a million.
And then, so the Yarn Cafe Creations yarn we showed off last time. I just wanted to show what I was thinking of doing with it. Thank you, ma'am.
You're welcome, ma'am.
So this calls for DK weight, obviously in 2 colors, but I thought because this one was such a fun speckly, stripey on its own, that would be fun doing it all by itself like that. And because it's all about comfort these days. Doesn't that look super comfortable?
I have a question.
Yeah.
Why is Berroco down here?
So that is the company that made and designed the pattern.
A lot of yarn is by Berroco.
Yes.
Berroco makes very nice yarn.
Aw, that's nice. And we do have it in our shop.
That's why I said they make very nice yarn. If it's in your shop, it's obviously nice.
Oh, I wanted to show this too. This is a free pattern.
Socks.
Aren't they cute? They're called the Slouchy Socks.
Slouchy socks.
Yes.
Wouldn't they be slouchy then?
What?
Wouldn't they be slouchy then?
Slouchy socks? Yeah, they do slouch down. Because look at the picture on the back. That's when they're extended. And then when you wear them, they slouch down like that.
Oh.
And I actually have been binge watching a podcast called Hand Me My Knitting. And I'm on an episode where she showed these socks. So I thought that was pretty cool.
Do you use hurt yourself with the paper?
I did not. All right. I think that's it.
Susan?
Yeah, what do you want to say?
Thanks for watching our video. Hope you enjoyed Crafty Trolls number. Peace.
2.
Peace.
And hope to see you in a week. Bye.
Hola. Oh, if you didn't check out number 1, there's a lot of stuff that is finished now that was not finished on number 1 of the Crafty Trolls.
All right, so
Hope
go
you
back
enjoyed.
and watch that.
Hope you enjoyed. Bye.